Your daily hour with me.
Hi, everybody. You want headphones? It's the program. Let's sing. You want to sing a national anthem?
Oh, say,
Can you see by the dawn's early light
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stars and bright stars through the perilous night, where the red party's hand went shining and glistening, and the rocket red glare raved through the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, can you start a banner wave, and the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yeah. All right. National anthem, everybody. Hi, it's the program. We're on TV once again, once a day, every day. We turn on the machines and we start talking. We're going to be here for an hour. Hi, it's David Liebe Hart. David, you're here again.
Yeah, I'm here again, but things, Jonah's got me overbooked touring everywhere. I'm overbooked. You go to my website, artbyliebeHart.com. He's got me, so I'm hardly home and hardly able to do things like I want to. It's now starting to burn me out and wear on me. I got sick and spit up last night and the night after, and my voice is hoarse. I can't hit the high notes like I want to. There needs to be balance. Yeah. I love touring with him, but he's overdoing it. He's had me tour every month, ever since January this year. Don't believe me, go see the website, artbyliebeHart.com. I know he feels he can just, I need balance. And then I got my royalty check has been very low. My royalty check was only 74 cents from CCLI Christian Copyright Licensing. So I wanted to get my sheet music passed out to the churches in this area. And first, Jonah decided to get up. He agreed to take me to church in the morning, and then he changed his mind and slept until 3. And then the guy agreed that we're staying with to drive me to get copies. And then at the last moment, Jonah said, we got to come and do the show. And he just got up just in the nick of time. The show just messed up my whole day.
This show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He messed up my whole day. I had things I wanted to get accomplished.
What did you miss?
I miss going to church and getting my meditation.
Yeah.
And he has that rap music so loud in the car, and the rap music he plays is disrespectful to women. Some of those rappers, I lost my sister because she was hanging around a rapper. I mean, the rappers show no respect to women. They're always talking about running from the law, and they have destructive messages that are just not happening. I don't like them.
Your sister was into rap music?
She got mixed up with a rapper that got her killed.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so these rappers are just too...
Was he a famous rapper? Or?
I don't know what he was, but rap music teaches too much hatred and too much abomination and too much violence.
Yeah.
I don't... and then the rappers kill each other. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And then Jonah's all mixed up in the rap. He lived in West Oakland with his ex-girlfriend, with his girlfriend. And it's just a person, a Japanese got killed after he finished grammar school by some thugs. Oakland's just not a cool place.
Yeah. They're getting mixed up in rap music?
Rap music teaches too much violence, disrespect for women. It's just not cool at all. They need positive rap music to teach us kids to stay in school, say no to drugs, and stay focused and better their life.
Yeah, I think there's some of that out there.
Yeah, I have a rap song that you can hear on my album. I like rap music. That's on my Astronaut album, but I don't like the destructive people that do it.
Yeah.
The guy's not going to have the music back in time for me because Jonah's going to want to rush out tomorrow and go to the next place. And I'm not going to be able to get past my sheet music out around the area like I want to do.
I can pass it out for you. Yeah, you can give it to me. I'll help you.
Well, we need guys dropping the music back at his house. He lives way in the forest preserve. You need to tell Jonah to keep your number. He didn't even have your number.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's contacting me on their emails.
He needs to have your number to call and speak to you face to face. Because sometimes people can't always get in contact directly from the email.
Yeah. Well, do you remember the show here?
I remember the show in the drama room you have.
This is your third time on the show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Did I do it with my old punk rock band?
Yeah, you did. With Adam.
Yeah.
Came here in about 2010.
Yeah, we're not together anymore. Wish him the best, whatever he does.
What happened to him?
Well, he just got, it just was like being in a bad relationship, a toxic relationship.
Uh-huh.
He, at the time, it just wasn't working out like a girl you break up with. Just wasn't working out. It's very discordant.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I wish him the best, whatever he's doing. We meet for lunch every now and then, are friends. But it's best to have space from each other when you don't really get along with somebody anymore.
Yeah. How long have you been on this current tour?
Ever since January this year.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
Jonah's overbooked me. I feel that there needs to be balance, like you eat in balance and you work in balance, and there needs to be work and play and balance, but he's having all work and no play.
Have you told him?
He won't listen. He does what he wants to do.
Yeah, well, you seem like you're doing okay, though. Where were you last night?
We were in Seattle, Washington.
Olympia.
I'm in Olympia, Washington State.
Washington State, Thurston County.
All right.
So how's Tim and Eric?
Well, Tim and Eric. See us. Sorry. Eric's doing a lot of filming in Italy. You can see on the internet. He's working with a CSI on his Netflix show, and Tim Heidecker is working a lot with Neil Hamburger on Decker Classified.
And have you been doing stuff with them?
No, that they have me memorize a lot of parts, and then they hardly ever use them. I was supposed to have a bigger part on Check It Out with Dr. Steve Rule, but they cut it down to a small part for me just singing and being interviewed by him. They cut off me directing choir. They cut off other parts. They gave most of my script to Scott Clam. He's the new boy on the block that they use a lot now, more than me. I'm happy for his success.
Yeah, that's good. Well, have you been having a good time in Washington? What did you do here when you got here?
Well, Jonah went out to meet girls and went to get together with his old friends. They didn't watch the booth, and our stuff almost got taken.
By who?
I don't know. Fans, people that don't it's just I need some. We didn't get in 3 a.m. He agreed to take me to church, and he didn't take me to church this morning. I need my meditation and prayers, and he got up at 3:50 and just in the nick of time to to drive me here. Kind of like this disrupted my whole day.
Yeah, you barely made it, huh?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Have you been going to church or other places on the tour?
Jonah sometimes he's I'm paying half for the gas.
Yeah.
I'm paying half for the food. He should take me to church, and he wants me to pay, and he doesn't want to drive me. I have to argue and fight with him to get me to drive him for me to places, which is a nightmare.
That seems rude.
You need to tell that to him. He needs to be more courteous toward me.
Yeah. I bet you want to go to church.
I wanted to go to church and get a peace of mind and prayer, and he got up too late, and I told him.
Yeah, that's too bad. Well, but what kind of church are you trying to go to?
I like going to Christian Science that I was raised in.
Yeah.
I like their metaphysical teachings.
They still have that? They have one around here? Did you find one?
Yeah, but Jonah got up too late today. He was supposed to count the money last night, and he didn't count it until 3:30.
I don't know where the local Christian Science teacher. How's that? Is that with the Corinthians and all that?
No, it's not with no aliens. It was a church made here in America.
Uh-huh.
It was founded by Mary Baker Eddy, not by the Corinthians. And it's called Corinthians.
Okay.
You're getting things mixed up.
Yeah, Corinthians.
Yeah, and the Corinthians. Oh, God.
What are they? How are they doing these days?
Jonah was very rude to the Corinthians and the Omegans. He lied and says they were fake, and so they don't call me or contact me anymore.
He said it to them, or just that's what he said?
He said it to me, and they picked up this negative vibrations. Adam Papagan was rude to Quetzalcoatl. He called him Quetzal and was very rude to them.
Yeah.
And then if you listen to the Amanda song, also I'm being ripped off by the songs that are put on the internet. I feel that Adam Papagan should pay me half for all our music and all the videos he's done for me on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any of that money. He'll take me out to lunch, and that's about it.
When did you last talk to the aliens?
I can't because Jonah's been rude to them. I put him on the phone, and he talked rude to them. Now they see that he has a negative vibration and a negative frequency. They don't want to contact me anymore. Thanks to Jonah and Adam Papagan.
Yeah. How long has it been?
It's been almost 3 months.
Since they talked to you last?
Yeah, but if that aliens and any race of people are not when they see that it's like for me to talk and say I'm a Democrat to Donald Trump and and be assaulted and being it's just not. I'm very upset with Jonah being rude and arrogant toward me, and Tim and Eric cut off most of my parts, gave me a very small part. I was supposed to have a bigger part in the Tim and Eric movie. They cut it back to me just at the very end.
Yeah. Did they?
I feel that if I had someone that was a drawing card on my show, I would use them a lot, but they use me less.
Did the aliens tell you that they're leaving when they did, or was it a surprise?
Well, Jonah has been very rude to them, and so is Adam Papagan.
Uh-huh.
You know, and nobody's going to hang around negative people.
Yeah, especially aliens, right?
Anybody that's being discriminated against, it's not a good frequency. I really am. I kind of like not feeling good, and I can't stay as long as I want to. But anyway, I want to get away from the aliens. I want to talk about I'm being overbooked on the tour.
Uh-huh.
I feel that there should be there should be a month in between each tour.
Yeah.
Not just every month.
It's a lot of touring.
It's too much.
Like where are you staying all the time when you're on the tour?
Well, Jonah did a horrible thing. Jonah said I was staying in Emeryville in a really nice hotel, and then he put me in West Oakland. There was no lock on the door. People kept on walking in on me when I couldn't get any sleep. And he wants to find, he's Jewish, he wants to find things as cheap as he can.
Oh, yeah, because he's Jewish?
Yeah. He wants to save every penny he can.
Yeah, but maybe it's just because he's a person. You think it's...
No, he told me he wants to save money.
Yeah, but
I almost got killed.
You think it's because he's frugal or because he's Jewish? Because that's...
Well, a lot of Jewish people want to save money.
Yeah, you don't want to save money?
He doesn't like, a lot of Jewish people don't like it. I'm part German.
Yeah?
And they need to learn tolerance. They don't know that a lot of German people tried to stop Hitler.
Yeah.
And all the American whites and African Americans that were part German went to war to try to stop Hitler. It doesn't end there. A lot of Germans tried to stop Hitler, and they all got killed.
Yeah.
So and a lot of Jewish people are part German. A lot of Jewish people have no tolerance for people that believe in Christmas. I can't do Christmas decorations on store windows at Safeway or Fred Murray's, which is Kroger's, or Wells Fargo, or any places I used to do, because the Jewish people and the atheists complained they didn't want Christmas decorations on the windows. So it's not allowed in California. Jewish people need to learn tolerance for people that are Christians and Muslims. There's problems with this whole damn world is people have no tolerance for each other.
Yeah. Did you go in there and tried to get in there and put that up, but they said no?
Where?
At the Safeway?
They don't. You have to go through the manager. They said they got complaints from Jewish and atheists. The city councilman and Los Angeles don't allow Christmas decorations to be done in Studio City or in Hollywood, all over Los Angeles, or they don't want Mother Mary and the baby. They complained. We're supposed to have freedom of speech in America, and we don't anymore.
Did they told you?
Oh, no. We don't have freedom of speech in America. When you're not allowed to celebrate Christmas because of some atheists and Jewish people that don't have respect for Christ Jesus, who died for their sins as well as ours, it doesn't make any sense at all. There's no tolerance. I wanted to visit a Jewish synagogue, and I told I couldn't because I wasn't Gentile, and my name is David.
Yeah.
The Christians at least invite anybody to come to their church service, as well as the Catholics. But the Jewish people said I couldn't come because I wasn't Gentile, and I wanted to learn about being I wanted to learn Hebrew and about being a Jewish person. It's just so confusing.
Yeah.
There's with Donald Trump and there's so much hatred because Donald Trump gets in. It's just too much confusion, too much racism. One last thing, and then I really don't want to. I'm a member of ASCAP as a songwriter, and I had a Bernie Sanders button on, and I was told I couldn't go to the ASCAP meeting because I was voting for Bernie Sanders.
They they
got 3 big security guards to escort me out of the ASCAP meeting, and I've been a member of ASCAP for 40 years. They said they didn't want anybody coming there that was a Democrat.
What?
No, we're losing our freedom of speech in America.
Yeah.
I'm really upset. I didn't get any sleep because of Jonah. I don't want to make this a long interview.
Oh yeah. Well, I have 40 minutes still for the show. You don't have anywhere else to go though. Your friends are going to come back here and meet you here. You want to?
No, they're not going to meet me here. Jonah's got me messed up. They're meeting at this, doing a show at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 o'clock at the bar down the street. I know where that is. I can take you over there. But this goes for another. We have another 40 minutes. You can relax here. I can try to take some phone calls or something if you want.
I'll take some phone calls, but I'm just not happy the way things have been.
Did you get your drink?
Thank you for getting me the ginger ale and the tea.
You were feeling a little under the weather or something?
I am, because we had a guy traveling with us that was a living nightmare. He said he wouldn't smoke, but he did smoke. He was disrespectful. And Jonah hired this guy to take pictures of us touring, and he was a total nightmare. He smoked in the car. I told him and then he had a cold, and he gave me his cold. And he got all cigarettes and smoke all over me. He said he wouldn't smoke, but he smoked anyway. I paid him $5 a day to not smoke. And then he upset the people we were staying with.
What did he do to them?
I don't know. He just was not. He upset them. He upset the people at the nightclub. I told him to put my sheet music in where I was selling merch. He threw all the sheet music out on the street.
What?
He was just very unprofessional.
Yeah.
I just, it's been very upsetting. And Jonah has been very upsetting to me. My voice is hoarse. I really, I'll take questions, but people don't, I'm just really, it's just too much.
All right, we're making a phone call. I'm going to call the producer of the show. We're going to see if maybe he's in Puerto Rico right now taking a vacation. You ever been to Puerto Rico?
No, Jonah went to Mexico, and he got his laptop stolen, And now I'm getting all kinds of phone calls from Mexican people. They're doing identity theft on me because Jonah took his laptop to Mexico and it got stolen out of his room.
What are they?
And Mexico, somewhere in Mexico.
Hey, you've reached Freddie Dobler.
We're gonna have to leave a message
I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave me a nice message, then I will call you back as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.
Well, why you want to call and you're not there to speak to us? That's kind of lame. Can you go to the next person?
Yeah, we'll make the next call. Hi, Freddie. All right, here. Well, let's see. Who knows? We got to call somebody who knows you, right?
No, just call. Just have people call in.
Yeah, they're gonna call somebody else. I mean, we could say try to call us viewers, but I don't know if
Try to call in.
I don't know if they're just gonna do it.
You want to try to call in?
Yeah, we can tell people. We can say, hey, call in. Oh, you're under the weather a little bit, huh?
I'm under the weather very badly. I wanted to go to church and get my spiritual food, but Jonah didn't take me this morning.
When was the last time you went to church?
It's been almost a month, thanks to Jonah.
But you can like do your own church in your like mind or something, right?
But I need my spirit. Jesus says, "When two or more are gathered, there I'm in the midst of thee." I need people to pray and give me support.
Oh yeah, we can do some praying. You want to do some praying on the show?
Sure.
Who do you pray to usually? The Corinth or the?
No, you're mocking me. I don't pray to aliens.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to walk out of the studio if you say anything like that again.
Okay, no more of that.
I don't pray to aliens. I pray to God.
Yeah.
Don't be rude. I'm sacrilegious.
Okay. Here, I want to call this guy. He's your fan. He's a fan of yours. I know that he is, but I don't know if he's going to answer. He's going to be playing with you tonight. He's your opening act. Here goes. You have new songs for this tour?
We're doing we have a new opening act for the tour.
Uh-huh.
And we have the 3 puppets for the tour. But the puppets are falling apart.
Oh.
The line's busy.
Yeah,
this is just
it's all falling apart. Nobody's answering the phone.
No, I really don't feel up to par to really doing the show, but I'm going to do the best I can.
Yeah.
Why don't you get people to call in? Don't you have that?
Yeah, they can call in, but nobody's calling. I have the number up there. So if you want to call the number, viewers, call the number up there. Talk to David Liebe Hart. He's pretty famous. You know Zach Galifianakis and stuff too, right? Famous people.
I'm the only one that's humble to do shows like this.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, I can't talk now.
Oh, no? Okay, bye.
See, people just...
They can't talk. It's hard. It's hard to get people to do things.
I'm not feeling comfortable, and I'm not happy the way I've been treated on the tour.
Yeah.
And Tim and Eric haven't been very nice to me lately.
Oh, what did they do? Something new?
I just... how would you like it if you were doing your radio show and you were replaced by somebody else and you rehearsed the part?
I wouldn't like that.
That's what's happening with me.
Yeah. That's too bad. So, have you had any highlights of the tour though? Any fun times?
Well, Pokemon has driven everybody away from the tour. This tour has been a disaster. There were 2 girls. I'll start with, boy, I'm so upset. My voice is hoarse. Pokemon has been everywhere I toured. People have been leaving the show to go see Pokemon. I've never had people do this to me before, which is very rude. They walk out of the show to go see Pokemon. We had 30 people to see our show in Bloomington, Indiana. They all left to see Pokemon, which was very rude and very disrespectful. Last night when I did a show in Seattle, Washington, we had 300 people, and only 30 people stayed to see the closing of the show, which I feel it's very rude that people are not staying to see the show. This tour is cutting money out of my pocket, because I have to pay Jonah half of everything I make,
Yeah.
and it's not fair that I'm not. I'm having to pay for half the gas, it's just the people are not being considerate and staying through the whole show, which I feel is not very professional at all.
You're not making money on the tour? You're losing money, or?
I've lost a lot of money.
Yeah, but
and I'm meeting a lot of lying women. A girl, when I was at the radio station, it's called Radio Station, a nightclub in Greenfield, North Carolina. This woman lied to me and told me she was single.
Mm-hmm.
And her name was, I'm having a lot of problems with women that have the first name Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I'll start with Elizabeth Stewart.
Okay.
Elizabeth Stewart lied to me and had me to write and email me for a whole year and a half.
Uh-huh.
She told me she was single. She had a boyfriend all along. And then she told me she broke up with her boyfriend, came to the show, and then she was out there making out with him. And
in front of you?
Yeah, in front of me. Then he stepped on my feet, which was very rude. And then she lied and said she was single when she wasn't, and told me she broke up with her boyfriend when she didn't. I'm meeting a lot of childish, immature, unprofessional people. So if you're childish, immature, and you're not going to show any respect toward me, don't waste my time or your time. Let's go separate ways. Like Jesus says, if you come into a city that doesn't receive you, wash the dust off your feet and keep on walking. If you're not going to stay for the whole show, please don't bother even coming.
Was that the? What about the other Elizabeth?
The other Elizabeth is, let me tell you what happened to me. I'm an ASCAP songwriter and publisher, and I need people to take me seriously and not chive and lie to me. I had a Bernie Sanders button on, and these 3 huge Latino security guards followed me wherever I went at the ASCAP meeting. Then they told a black security guard I wasn't welcome there because I had a Bernie Sanders button on. They said they only wanted people coming to the ASCAP meeting that were Republican, that were voting for Donald Trump. And so then when they said, if you don't take off the Bernie Sanders button, we're going to kick you out of the ASCAP meeting. And they kicked me out of the ASCAP meeting. Elizabeth Matthews, who's the CEO for the ASCAP meetings, their offices in New York, said, I care about any of the members of ASCAP. If they call me or having problems, I'll help them out in any way I can. When I got beaten up and thrown out by the ASCAP security, nobody returned my phone call. Elizabeth didn't even return my phone call or show any courtesy toward me. That's the second rotten egg. That was Elizabeth.
Yeah. So you like Sanders? What about Hillary?
I like a lot of Hillary's ideas. I think Hillary has. I like Hillary Clinton a lot. She has. She's universal. She is trying to. She wants the unity of people, and I like her liberal. She's teaching that there should be tolerance for minorities, and I like her. I like a lot of her ideas.
Yeah. Did you ever watch
the only one thing I like about Donald Trump is I'm an ex-veteran, and he did say on Memorial Day that people should show more respect and support for veterans, and I agree with him there. Only one other thing I have in contact, I don't agree with a lot of Donald Trump's views or opinions, but I do agree with that. I don't feel that Donald Trump should have innocent people beat up or thrown out of his conferences.
No.
And I feel that's wrong.
Did that happen?
It's happening. You go look at the news, you can see it. I don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to have freedom of speech in America.
Yeah.
My family on my African American side fought as Buffalo Soldiers. My Caucasian side were Yankees that fought that were Northerners fought, and then my Caucasian side helped free slaves through the Underground Railroad up to Canada. But I want people that are going to take me serious, that are not going to be liars or jivers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a lot of people feel that aliens don't exist, but they do. You have alien technology with the computers and the cell phones, but they got everybody so so hypnotized and mesmerized, are conditioned not to accept the unknown.
Yeah. You think that they're
Because there's so much disbelief, so much arrogance and rudeness. They see we don't get along with each other as humans. Of course, they don't want to get together with us.
Yeah.
And when you got rude people that make fun of them, you know, that's very rude and fruitless. Barbara Noun, who was one of the first contacts with the aliens, you can look him up, and he was going around telling people about the Corinthians and the aliens. People were so rude and disrespectful to him till he quit touring and doing tours about. So did George Adamski's with the Venusians.
They deserve respect, huh?
People have no respect. They take things for granted. That's why I can't stand this rap music. It teaches no respect toward women or people or the law. It's horrible.
Yeah. You think the aliens talk to Apple and stuff to give them
I don't know
technology?
what to tell. There's people, I don't want to talk, people who just want to make fun of me. So I'm going to keep what I say about, I don't want to discuss any more things about aliens.
Okay.
If you want to learn about aliens, go to the MUFON meeting, MUFON. If you want to learn about aliens, they don't come to everybody because there's a lot of people that disbelieve in aliens.
Yeah.
You've got to have an open mind. You have a closed mind, you're going to make fun of people that believe in aliens, you'll never see aliens. It's just like if you want to learn to swim, if you are fearful of the water and going into deep water, you'll never learn to swim. If you're a doubting Thomas, I'll use a parable like the story of Jesus. Jesus was walking on the water. Peter started walking on the water. When Peter got fearful and doubtful, he started sinking in the water. It's the same way with people that when they have a disbelief and doubt about aliens or the unknown, they're going to sink.
Yeah.
And I know lately people have not been very courteous or respectful of me, and it's there, and I don't know what it is. It's very sad.
Mm-hmm.
But one day, a UFO is going to crash in the middle of a big city, and there'll be no way for them to cover it up.
Yeah.
Nobody wait for it to cover it up.
So
that's all I have to say, and it's going to prove. And you're going to look back on making fun of me now. You're going to wish you didn't.
The rule of the day. I want to talk to you about public access. Because that's where we are now.
Well, public access is dying out.
Mm-hmm.
I did a public access show called the Junior Christian Science Bible Lesson Show from 1988 to 2008.
Mm-hmm.
All your Republican people got rid of public access and voted it down. We're losing our freedom of speech in America. A lot of cities don't have public access anymore.
Yeah, we still have ours here.
You're very lucky.
And what did you do on that show?
It was people can see it. I did a puppet show teaching kids Bible stories to stay in school and say no to drugs. It ran for a long time. I kept the show going on in spite of the racism and bigotry I experienced from closed-minded people that didn't like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Freddie tried to call us back. Let's call Freddie back again. There it goes. We're going to call him. The producer, he'll want to talk to you. He's a fan. I saw you on the Steve Brule show recently.
They gave me a small part. They cut my part back. They only have me on one season. Oh, I did. They've been very cheap. They only had me on a very small part. Just horrible. People are not respecting me or being courteous toward me.
Hey, we're here with David Liebe Hart.
Yeah, a lot of phony Tonys, a lot of lying, unkind people.
I'm glad you're on the program there.
Well, I'm not being treated very courteous. I'm down with the head cold, and people are making fun of me because I believe in UFOs. I'm also was not being treated very courteous from Jonah. I needed to go to church to get my orange juice, my spiritual thinking, and because of he didn't take me to church, and then I'm fighting a cold on top of it.
Well, that sounds
Sounds like you're
And then,
doing
and then, and
the
then I'm
steps,
meeting
the
a lot
things
of
you need to do.
I'm meeting a lot of rude, arrogant people that are not staying for the whole shows. Last night was a very bad disappointment. 300 people showed up, and only 40 people were left when the show ended. And I'm spending money out of my own pocket to go to these different places. Jonah and I are putting money back from touring back into our bank account to tour and bring people happiness, and they're not staying for the whole show, which is very rude.
Well, maybe
No,
you never know why people do what they do. Sometimes it's like they had a emergency or maybe a
No. It's
bedtime or
very
something.
rude and disrespectful when someone comes from your town. They pay for their own gas, their own transportation, and I don't even have money to stay in a decent place. I'm staying with different fans. Jonah had me to stay at a very dangerous hotel in the beginning of the tour. He lied and said I was staying in West Oakland, and he lied and said I was staying in Correction and Emeryville, and I was staying in West Oakland. The door was broken that anybody could walk into my hotel room, and it was a lot of gun shooting and prostitution and drugs, and there was no place for a professional actor to be. And he said, well, we don't have the money. Let's save money. I would have gotten shot in that hotel. You wouldn't have been able to see me perform. And it would have been a very sad day for all my fans.
Yeah.
And for you, too. I think everyone would be sad. Well, I don't think you're going to... You haven't played your show in Olympia today, is that right?
Well, it's going to be at 6, so you don't even know where it is. Everybody needs to go to the Everybody needs to go to the website artbyliebehart.com to find out when Jonah doesn't tell me where I'm touring or what I'm doing. So you need to go to artbyliebehart.com. That's ARTBYLIEBEHART.com.
Yeah, Freddie's in Puerto Rico.
.com. Okay.
We were talking on the show.
I'm in Florida right now.
I want to tell you, there's a jerk in Florida who's been very rude to me. He wanted me to do pornography. He knows I'm a Christian Scientist with morals and family values. This guy named James Fisher. He harassed me on the phone for 3 days. I had to block my phone from him. He is in Orlando, Florida. He's made all kinds of threats to me. He's been very disrespectful toward me. He doesn't know I have a lot of fans and people that care about me. And if he tries to do something, some people are going to be looking for him.
What's in Florida, Freddie?
Well, yeah, I'm in Miami. We've been here for a few hours. We went to a nice Irish pub and met some really cool people who got me really wanting to go scuba diving. I went snorkeling while I was in Puerto Rico, but these people
great.
We're talking all about really cool, cool like scuba
I have been
stuff.
overworked. Jonah has got me booked up. I can't even breathe.
Yeah.
And then I've had all these interviews.
David.
I know Jonah's got me overbooked. I need.
Tell him to book you a vacation to Puerto Rico or.
Why don't you
Barbados.
tell that to him? Tell him that because he's had me overworked. And then this guy named Sammy's going to have me come after I finish touring 8 months with Jonah. Then this fan named Sammy is having me tour with him for a month. It's just too much.
Have you ever thought about playing like in the Caribbean or like going on a tour that's maybe in a more relaxing place?
Tell this to Jonah. Jonah.
You tell. I don't have.
He doesn't listen to me.
Talked to Jonah before
He doesn't listen to me. Tell Jonah. Email him. He controls my website, artbyliebehart.com, and tell him David needs a vacation for all the hard work that he's been doing.
That's a good. Yeah, it's
You
time for a
deserve it.
vacation. That's what I say. It'll be a world of good.
And I don't smoke or drink or do drugs, but it's now
you don't need
burning
to do
me
that.
out. It's
Just
burning
go
me
somewhere
out.
sunny. Where would you go, David? If you were going to take a vacation, where do you think you'd go?
I would like to go to Florida, or go where you're going, and I like to go scuba diving. I like to go. I like to go to a railroad museum. I belong to a lot of railroad museums across the United States.
Oh, really? Would you travel by train if you could, maybe more
I would
than by plane?
He has got me so booked up until I missed the Oregon Guild of America. I missed the Hymn Society group that I belong of America. I missed the I'm missing the trainshow.com. It's just too much.
Yeah. What?
Too much.
Where's the museum?
I belong to the Union, Illinois Railroad Museum in Union, Illinois. We saved a lot of steam engines and rare trains, subways, commuter cars all over the world. We saved trains so they wouldn't be scrapped. That's like a senior citizen rest home for old trains and old vehicles. I also belong to the Relic Railroad Museum. I belong to the Kennebunk Railroad Museum in Maine. I belong to the New Haven Railroad Museum. I belong to a lot of railroad museums that help save history.
What are you gonna do with all that stuff?
I don't do the stuff. I'm a member of the museum. We have a museum set up where people can ride in the old steam engines and see history. They can ride in the old commuter cars and see American history. The way and the old interurbans.
All right.
Well, hey, I got to make sure I have enough battery to get on this plane. My ticket is my phone. So,
all right. Thanks, Freddie.
I'm gonna watch this episode. Thanks, David, for coming on the program again. It's nice to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, David, I have some. We've actually had the Velvet Grapes on the show. You played a show last night with them too. How was that? How was musically your the other bands and stuff?
They were very good. But right now I'm starting.
Yeah.
I need to meet a true girl that's not going to lie and stand me up. A girl in Indiana. I had written that was a.
Bye, Freddie. He's got to go.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I met another girl who worked for Mutual Washington. I emailed her and wrote her for a year and a half. She told me she was single. She told me she was going to get transferred to Mutual Washington in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
When I came back to Indiana, she's engaged to be married to somebody else.
Oh no.
So it's just been this trip hasn't been as well as I wanted it to be.
Yeah. What? So, did you meet her?
I met her. I met her every time I put money in my Chase account.
She was a banker.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So and you went over there to talk to her all the time.
Yeah, and she emailed me when told me she was single at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and she had and then she met someone else, so it's over with.
So she was single when she told you she was. She wasn't making that up though.
She was single when we first were talking together.
Yeah.
And then when I got there to the bank, she met someone else, and she's engaged to be married. She's probably married to him by now.
Did you ever try to talk to her outside the bank?
All the time, you didn't listen.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's listening anymore. I told you that she emailed me and called me for a whole year and a half.
But I mean, in person, I guess you never.
You know, I paid for her to come and see me, and she never did. Just like Elizabeth Stewart lied to me.
Yeah, lots of people are lying.
Jesus was lied to by Judas and Peter.
Yeah, it's like they're like Peter, and you're like Jesus.
Also, I got people lied to me. This guy that traveled with me to film me lied and said he wouldn't smoke, and he wouldn't, and he smoked anyway, and disrespected me. We finally had to let him go.
Did you? Yeah.
I need people that are going to work with me. They're going to be more courteous and respectful of me.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's not the guy that was outside earlier?
No,
okay.
You jumped. You think you're a psychic and you know everything, and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
That was a guy that you didn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a guy that Jonah and I put on the Greyhound bus in Chino, California.
Okay.
He upset the people at the bar.
Yeah.
He upset the people we were staying with.
What did they do to the people at the bar?
I don't want to go into it, but he
Okay.
just was not very courteous.
You want to call Jonah? We could talk to him on the show and ask him about why he's overworking you and stuff.
I don't know if it's going to do any good.
No?
He's Jewish and he wants to make as much money as he can off
Yeah.
me.
But you think, again, you think it has something to do with him being Jewish? Because maybe that's just
Jewish people like to make lots of money.
That's a pretty big deal, yeah. Doesn't everybody? You like to make money too, don't you?
But not overdoing it.
Yeah.
You know, there needs to be balance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't smoke or drink or do drugs, and I'm getting burned out from this tour.
Yeah.
I spit up and got sick yesterday and the day after. I need some time to relax.
How much tour do you have left?
Well, it's a lot. I've got it after we've got 5 more places to tour at with Jonah. When I come back from touring with Jonah in October, then this guy named Sammy in Florida has got me touring it with him until October the 31st. Then Jonah's got me back touring again. I leave December the 28th after Christmas and go to a New Year's party in North Carolina.
Wow. But you have a month off?
No, not even that.
Less?
Less than that.
A couple weeks in October, though.
A couple weeks in October and a couple weeks in November and December. It's just too much.
What would you be doing if you weren't touring?
Well, I would be mailing out my resumes to get on other TV shows as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be passing out flyers to do Christmas decorations on store windows. I would be doing street entertaining, or it's still allowed at the Music Center and Santa Monica Pier.
You have a
By the way, I lost La Brea Tar Pits.
what does that mean?
I was at La Brea Tar Pits for 49 years doing portrait sketches and busting in Los Angeles at the corner of Corsan and Wilshire Boulevard. A guy of my own race that was a bully came out and told me to get the hell away from La Brea Tar Pits. I showed him my permit. He got the administrator. He said I still had to leave La Brea Tar Pits. And I was there for 40 years doing portrait sketches and being a street musician, as a guitarist. We're losing our freedom of speech, and nobody's taking it seriously. If Donald Stump gets in office, pretty soon we won't be allowed to go from one city to another.
You play guitar?
Yes, and I sing.
Oh, yeah.
Like I say, I'm overloaded with enough. You're lucky I'm speaking on the show.
I appreciate it.
I was about ready to cancel the show.
I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for coming. This is the third time you've been here. I know it seems like you're very tired. You probably can take naps at night and everything, and driving is relaxing, right? They put you
No, because Jonah's got the rap music so damn loud.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't even stop and pray. And that rap music and that loud rap music goes all, I can't even listen to the prayers because it goes all up my, it goes all up and when I have headphones on, it comes up. So I have to tell them all the time to turn the music down.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's too bad. You wanna do some of this stuff? You wanna play the dice game?
I'm really, like I say, I'm burned out.
Okay.
So won't you call? You said you want to call Jonah.
Yeah, you want to call Jonah? Do you have his number?
He doesn't return my phone calls. You'll have to call
We'll
him.
call him. Can you get the number? Can you get your phone out?
530.
No, you don't need to tell because it's gonna go on the air. But why don't you just get your phone out? You can show me it. Okay. All right, we're gonna call Jonah. This is the guy who you're touring with, and you think he's been wrong on you or something, right? Yeah. So.
He's overbooked me.
Overbooking you too much. So.
I wish you wouldn't tell him that. That's gonna be more conflict on the tour.
Oh yeah, we don't have to tell him that. We can just tell him whatever. We can just talk to him about it.
Why don't you talk to him and say, are you overbooking David?
Okay.
And you give out the things.
Can I see the number?
Let me get
Oh, okay. Or you can just put it in here. So I put in the first part.
Well, you gotta put the one first.
You don't have to do that with this.
Why don't you look at the tour dates
Uh-huh.
and tell them why you have so much work that David get any rest?
All right. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. We're calling Jonah. This is your touring guy.
You talk to him.
Okay. You think he's going to answer? We'll find out here, I guess. Yeah, it takes an hour. Well, we didn't start at 4 because I had to go.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
My phone calls or anybody else's.
Tone on motion.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you
leave
finish
him a
recording,
message.
you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
All right.
To send a fax, press 4 now. To leave a callback number,
You can
press
send him a
5.
fax. Hey, Jonah, it's the program. Why David says you, or I mean, I say, you want to go over tour, you're overbooking them. All right.
Now, you ought to split what you saw. Now you're going to say I said it.
No, I said it. I'm saying it.
Go and look for yourself on the internet.
Okay. Too much working. Well, you wanna end the show, David? You think it's had enough time?
I want to thank everybody for watching. And someday you're not going to be able to talk to me face to face. Too many people or fans are taking me for granted.
Yeah.
They're ungrateful.
Yeah.
They don't stay for the whole show. They, you know, I'm not as nice as Tim and Eric are.
You put in so much work.
And in this tour, people don't even show up. They're being rude.
Yeah. All right. Well, here let's we can close out the show then. We've got to see all this stuff. I gotta get the or let's play that. We can play the dice game real fast too. You want to pick a number?
13.
How about between 1 and 6?
5 and.
Oh, where's your mic? It's
5 and 3. 5 and 3.
Between 5. You want to play 5 and 3? Which one? No.
2, 1.
Can I close it off by singing the African American national anthem?
Please.
Here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Lift every voice and sing till heaven, earth shall ring. Sing of the life and the love of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise. There's the listening sky. Where's the now as the roaring sea. Sing a song full of the faith that God has taught us. Sing a song full of the joy that God has brought us. Facing the rising sun of the new day begun. Let us rejoice till victory is won. Dawn of the stony years of the glistening years have brought us now out thus far. There with a steady beat, let us keep the faith. There is the day that our forefathers have resigned. We have come over a place of trauma. We have been mistreated by injustice and slander. True to our native land, may we forever stand. True to our God, true to our native land. Lift every voice and sing till justice rings, till there's tolerance of all races and people. May racism cease. May people get along in harmony and peace. May people value our freedom. Sing a song full of the strength that life has taught us. Sing a song full of the strength that God has brought us. Facing the rising sun, may God protect our country. True to our God, true to our native land. Thank you.
Wow. Is that original or what?
No,
Oh.
it's not original. You think you're a psychic. You know it.
I'm asking.
That song was written before I was born.
Oh, okay.
It's a song by Mr. John Johnson. I didn't write that song. I take no credit for that song.
Yeah.
It was written by an African-American guy back in the 40s and the 30s when there was racism was at its high peak.
Yeah, that's bad.
I didn't write that song. I was taught that song when I was in grammar school, and I was directing choir and music at my grandmother's church.
It was a good song.
Thank you. I just covered that song. I didn't write it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for being here, David.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to come because people aren't calling like they used to. Bye. Have gratitude. Return people's phone calls.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. 11:30 and 2 a.m. on TCTV Channel 22. Check it out. YDHWM.com. Yeah. 360-836-4384. Franny, Ian, David's on the crew probably. Mary, Mr. Ginsu, Olivia, Roger, Taylor, Ursula, Xavier, Zilger. Thank you. UFO FBI. Yeah. TCTV, LeBebe, Jordy Fabulous, Graham, StopTheSpot.com, John Webster, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. Viewers only. Hell yeah, dog. Bye. Coming up on the next episode of the program.
Coming up on the next episode yet? Because it's coming up on the next episode. Holy heck. Freddie might have Zika.
I got a weird text.
Freddie's back from Puerto Rico.
That's right.
Hello.
Welcome. Hey, I'm going to tell you about some things.
Somebody said that Carl's sick and drunk.
Yeah, weird text.
But it's lies, I guess.
I
Not
missed
true.
David Liebart. I'm sorry, David.
That was yesterday.
Who's trying to sabotage
Miscommunication.
Carl socially?
Hello. Goodbye.
11:30 and 2 a.m. Somebody you know personally, too, not just the program person. So.
We're on the hunt to figure out who it is.
360-364-384. Call, leave a message on TV.
You eat the local seafood?
Yeah.
I did.